Number 4 is to select the correct IUPAC name for the following branched chain alkane. So let me try to write this. Oh, this is a very, very big guy here. Let me see. Let me do the line diagram instead, because writing the CHs would be kind of tedious here. So let me count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have a methyl chain on the second carbon here. And then I have a methyl chain on this carbon here as well. And then on the 1, 2, third carbon, it's going to be bonded to some type of carbon here, which is also bonded to another carbon. And this guy is bonded to a propyl chain. So 1, 2, 3. And this guy is bonded to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a pentyl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And within the pentyl chain of 1, 2, 3, it's going to be bonded to an ethyl. So 1, 2, 3, bonded to an ethyl, like so. So now it's asking us, what is the correct IUPAC name for this guy here? So this here is our line diagram. And what we can do with this guy here is we have to figure out, okay, where do we start counting? Well, it looks pretty daunting to see this firstly. So let me look at our side groups here. So what we're going to do is we're going to minimize those numbers. So I see a propyl chain, which is pretty big here. And then this here, I can make maybe this guy here the longest chain. I'm picturing kind of this guy here as the longest chain, because this here is a pretty long chain here. And then I can make these guys, this one would be this would still be a propyl chain here, and this one would be ethyl, and this one would be a isopropyl chain here. So maybe that's probably the way to go through. So I'm going to try this, and I'm going to label this from 1 to 1 starting here, because I want to put priority on this propyl chain here. So let's go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this would be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 here. So this is a dodecane. So we know that this here it's going to be either A or D will be our answer here. And then within this dodecane we have, I'm going to write this down here. So I have 3, I'm going to have an ethyl group here. 3 ethyl group. On carbon 6, I have a propyl. This chain here is a propyl. On carbon 6, we also have a methyl group, right? So a methyl group on carbon 6. And then on carbon 7, we have a isopropyl, or you can say 1-methyl ethyl. Doesn't really matter. This is carbon 7. So 1-methyl ethyl. And then finally on 11, we have another methyl here. So these guys here are going to be my my numberings for if I labeled it in this order here. So let's look at the answers here. So we have 7,10 diethyl. So 7,10 diethyl, which doesn't make sense here. So this here is 10 ethyl. But this one's not a 10 here. So let's see. Would I have to label it from, let me try from this way actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This would make it a 7 instead of 6. So this one would have been a 10 here. So let's see. I'm either labeling it from 1, 2, 3, from this way, from right to left, or from left to right here. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be a 6 for the isopropyl group. This one would be a 7. So it's kind of a tie here between those two, because I want the 6. Let me do this in a different color here. So there's either 2 numberings here. And these are the numberings I'm going to go for. 4 here, 5, 6, this is a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 here. And the orange ones are the first fingerings if I were to go from right to left. Oh, you can't see this actually because I'm blocking the ethyl group. Sorry, there's the ethyl group here. My bad. Let me write that down actually. There's the ethyl group here that you can't see. So because my face is blocking it, sorry. But basically the green numbers are if I label from left to right, and the orange numbers are from right to left. And we're trying to figure out which one's the best one here. And in this case, if I'm looking at the answers here, I have a 10 ethyl here, which is good. And I have a 2,7-dimethyl here, which is good as well. And this is 6,1-methyl ethyl, which is this guy here. 7-propyl, which is this 7-propyl here, and this is dodecane. So in this case, I would actually say that, I guess in this answer here, I would go from left to right here so that it fits this answer here. So let me erase these guys here. And we're going to go through with the green numbering system here. So we minimize, we want to put priority on this isopropyl group here. So this would be, so I would have a 2-methyl here, a methyl and 2. 6 here would have a isopropyl, or I can say 1-methyl ethyl. On 7, I have a methyl group, as well as a propyl group. And then on 10 here, I have an ethyl. So if I were to label it from alphabetical order, and again, the parent chain here is dodecane for 12, a 12 carbon chain here. So if I were to label this, I'm going from alphabetical order. So this here, I'll put ethyl first, right? So this would be 10 ethyl. So 10 ethyl, and then next I would have the dimethyl group, because the M comes next here, the dimethyl group. So this would be, and I have 2 methyl groups, right? So I have 2,7-dimethyl. So these guys are good. 10 ethyl is good. And then I have 6, and then this is 1-methyl ethyl. Or you can say isopropyl, it's up to you. In this case, I'll do methyl ethyl. 1-methyl ethyl. That's good. And then 7-propyl, and then dodecane. So this would be 7-propyl, then dodecane. So this here, my answer here is D here. So as you can see, the answer here is D, which is great. And they labeled it from left to right, like what we said before. So again, the numbering, it takes a very, very long time for us to figure this out, because it's a very, very big chain here, but we also have to test from left to right and from right to left to see which numbering system works out for us here. So solution here is correct. Good analysis.